everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is me, Mariah, and we are going to be doing a movie review, which I haven't did in a while, but I got a chance to watch the new movie that came out recently, which is Soul on Disney+. So I wasn't really like, when I saw the trailer, guys, I gotta be honest, didn't seem to catch my eye as much, but it's a Pixar movie, and it never really caught my attention much as I knew this coming out. But other than that, I'm doing my video here because I notice when I do my video on my bed, sometimes with a dark background, the lighting gets kind of weird. So we're here, we're cozy, I have my blanket, I'm in my jammies, and we're gonna do this movie review. The movie Soul is a very great movie. It's interesting. It's very confusing to me as not as like it's like a hard movie to understand. It's just confusing to me because I felt like the movie was a little bit rushed. And like literally, if I have to rate this one, I know, sorry people that love this movie, but I'm only gonna have to give this one 2 stars because out of 5, because this one is only a 2-star rating for me. It was very different. I'll give it that. It was different. The graphics were amazing. They gotten better, of course, than people in the animation world, and it just, everything of that was good. There was some comedy in there. I enjoyed the little simple comedy that they had in there as well. But other than that, overall, my full opinion, this is only my opinion of this movie, was that I did not like the storyline of this film. Only because if I was a younger version of me, I cannot see this holding my attention because most of the time is spent in the human world, and it's kind of, it's nothing bad, but I just meant like I just can't see me as a little kid this holding my attention. I would just probably like rather watch something else or just go play somewhere else. But let me get into detail. So guys, the movie Soul is basically about this guy named Joe. This is Joe. He's a very passionate piano, he's very passionate about music, and his specific music of choice is jazz. Something he built with his dad that his dad helped him find his passion in a way. In the meantime, what he's doing is he's a music teacher, so he teaches music, which is close to something that he wants to do because everybody not wants to be famous, but everybody wants to reach higher. You guys always want to reach higher to your goal, and you know, you always don't want to just settle. So for him, the teaching business is just for him as a to do in the meantime until he gets his big shot to play at a huge gig. Anyways, as Joe is teaching one of these classes, the principal calls him to the side and says, hey, guess what? You get to have a full-time position here as a teacher. Isn't this great? And you could tell that's when it hits reality for Joe. At that moment, Joe realizes that, you know, like, you know what? This is great. Yes, this is a full-time gig as a music teacher at a school. Benefits and all, which is weird that they included that, but in an adult perspective, we get it. And as he gets to find this out, you could tell that he starts to realize, like, oh, hell no, like, this is not something I want. Like, it's cool, but no thank you. I really want to become a pianist, and my dream is to play the piano in front of people, join a band, be one of the greats. So, as the principal tells him this, he just takes it, and then he gets an opportunity. He gets an opportunity to audition for a huge gig. He is super pumped up. This is his one shot. He feels it. He can accomplish it. Guess what? He gets the gig. He nails it, and he's super excited, and he could not wait. And then all of a sudden, dun dun dun, lightning strikes. Not literally, I'm just using that as a reference, but seriously, lightning strikes for Joe. And he ends up turning into this guy, which is now Joe's soul. And this part I find kind of funny in the movie. I don't know if you guys find it funny, but I think it's funny. So he ends up dying, and I know in a weird way he does. He ends up dying, and he turns into the soul, and he ends up on this escalator. And he's riding it, and he's like confused because he doesn't know he's dead yet. And then he just sees this huge light at the end of the escalator that's like taking him up there. That's when he's like, oh no, please take me back because I am not ready. He's just going crazy because he finally got his one chance to do what he wanted to do with his life, and just as his life was going good for him, he died. So he ends up running the opposite direction from the light, which is what they call the great beyond, and he ends up falling off the escalator. So where does he go from there? No, it's not H-E-L-L, hell for you guys. It's not that. So I guess in this world there is a place with baby souls, and when I say baby souls, these are like the cutest little things and guys. These are the cutest little guys I ever seen. They just make me laugh. They're super cute. These little souls are baby souls, and they have to get prepared to go to Earth to become humans. And they have like these little badges they have to earn, and one of them is like their spark. Basically, as I reference it in my mind, is that like something that they're passionate about or something that they're good at is what gives them their last badge. And once they have all their badges, it turns to a little Earth symbol on their little tummy, and they get to jump off into Earth and become human souls. So as Joe lands in this world, which guys, I gotta say about this world is pretty cool. He lands in this world, and this is what's gonna help him get back to Earth, because he sees that there's baby souls. His cover is to be a mentor for soul number 22, and 22 is a very great soul. She wants nothing to do with Earth. I believe they said she's been there for 120 or 121 years, and she just totally avoids getting her last badge. Not that she really avoids it, but she really can't find anything that she's good at, and she just doesn't see the point of reason to going to Earth. Many mentors over the year trying to help her get her last badge, and nobody could not get her badge to send her to Earth. Then this younger world, I want to say, we'll call it younger world, where they end up, there is also these tall, creepy little characters that are named Jerry's. And these guys, they're like they're a little weird to me. Only because, and they creep me out, because it was like kids' drawings come to life, and I get kind of confused, like, why are you gonna make these cute little things, the soul's really cute, and then you give us these? Other than that, you guys must be wondering what is so bad about this movie. Where's the villain? Because there's always a villain. Yes, there is, and villain in this movie, Soul, is Terry. Terry is a very interesting character from the Jerrys, because they're exactly the same, but they're not. Because Terry, I can't really see as a bad guy, guys. Honestly, it doesn't feel like somebody's a bad guy. It's just him doing his job. Terry's job in this world is basically to count all the souls that are going to the light, which is the great beyond. And that's when he realizes, when he's doing his job and he's counting all the souls, is that, oh shoot, there's a soul missing. As he realizes there's a soul missing, that soul, it happens to be Joe's soul, and that's when he ends up in the new world, like I told you guys about before, with all the Jerrys, where they train the baby souls. So Terry runs to the Jerrys. This part is so funny. You could tell they do not like Terry, because all these guys are named Jerrys, right? All of them, like all the mentors, they all have the same name. They're all Jerry. They're all happy. They're all preppy. They all talk with the good vibe attitude. They're all down there with the babies. And Terry's all by himself in the dark, counting all the souls going on to the light. And as soon as he goes to report, like, hey, there's a soul missing, they're like, what is it now, Terry? Like, since you're in charge of that, maybe you should solve it yourself. And he's like, fine then, I will. And his little butt runs around all the way to the file cabinets, and this guy is committed, because he starts counting all the souls to find out who is the one that is missing, and which is Joe. So I know I go into so much detail, but I hope you guys are keeping up with me. Joe ends up mentoring this baby soul, which is called 22. That's how he figures is, hey, if I give her her badge and it turns into her Earth symbol, I'm allowed to get back to Earth. So they make an arrangement. She gives him his soul badge, and then he could go to Earth, and then she gets to stay in the new world and never have to become a human. So Joe has to take Mrs. Soul 22 all around to find out what she likes and what gives her that spark. Other than that, guys, that's all I'm going to tell you about the movie. I don't want to go into much more detail, but other than that, like I said, even though I talk a lot about it, I just capture a lot when I watch movies, and I do appreciate any film I watch. I still give this one out of 5 stars. I only get this one 2 because, like I said, I just don't like, I guess this is just me, it's my opinion, I'm just stating it. I just don't like how how he died so fast. Like, I feel like they could have introduced a character some more, because there were things missing. And yes, if a kid was watching this, guys, they wouldn't pick up on that. I know. I'm an adult. I'm watching kids movies. You guys are adults. You guys watch kids movies too, so don't even try to deny it. You guys, once we're adults and we watch all these kids movies and Disney movies, we catch up more on the things, and we realize, oh, we can understand it, okay? This movie, I'm not trying to take it too literally, but still, I just didn't like this as a kids movie, because I couldn't see it being a kids movie, and I couldn't see me as a younger version of myself watching this movie and being entertained and wanting to watch it over and over again. I love the graphics. I love the little souls. They're super cute. There were not much comedy in this, as you would think, which is funny because I know Disney, Pixar always have like iconic funny scenes that you memorize them by, or your favorite line. This one was just a little too serious, I guess, for me. And it just felt like it was rushed, and I felt like I wanted more. Even at the end, I felt like I needed more to the ending than just how it ended. Other than that, guys, that's my review. Hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys still give this movie a try if you haven't watched it. I'm always going to encourage you to watch a movie, even if it's a bad review. Unless I really didn't like it, then that'll be a first. But anyways, I'm always going to encourage you to watch it because I like to see other people's opinions. If you enjoyed this movie Soul, hit that like button down below. If you didn't, I'm curious to know what you didn't like about it. Put down a comment down below as well. Other than that, guys, I hope to see you all next time. Bye!